8:28 for the new 1.2 review update. Kicking it off, Matt 2 Crew, first quiz of the year. Yes, it's 1.2. Number 1, the solution of the equation 4x minus 9x plus 14 equals 49. Sure, I'll go ahead and splice that down the center of our equation so there's a left side and a right side, because our first step is to combine like terms here in orange. And on the left side, we have a 4x minus 9x plus 14. And the lone soldier on the right side is 49. Nothing to combine there, but let's zoom in tight. And on the left side, yes, we can combine 4x with negative 9x. So 4x minus 9x gives us minus 5x. Continue to rewrite the rest. Our plus 14 are equals our 49. Now that we've simplified as much as we can with this one, we will play the game of inverse operations in step 2 in blue. Add or subtract constant to both sides. Yes, we are going to subtract the constant, the number by itself. That's on the same side as the term with the variable, though. Yes, the term with the letter, which is x in this case. And what's on the same side as the negative 5x? Yes, it is the plus 14, Pauly K. We will subtract 14 from one side, and what we do to one, we do to the other. Wonderful job. Our negative 5x, just bring it on down. 14 minus 14, see ya, equals 49 minus 14, the big hurt, 35. And our last step is to divide by the coefficient, yes, of the variable. So the number that's smushed together right in front of that x is negative 5. We will divide each side by negative 5, giving us x equals negative 7. Circle thy answer. And number 2, the solution of the equation 10x plus 22 equals 17x minus 34. And again, I have color-coded our steps. Add or subtract term with a variable to both sides. All right, it does not matter if you start with the term with the variable or the constant. It does not matter if you work left to right. However, something I do like to do, and props to Mr. P on this one, he always said, if we subtract or add the term with the variable with the least value, all right? So the 10 and x and 17x, right? Term with the variable, term with the letter, all right? Which one has less value, the 17 or the 10? Wonderful, the 10. And because that's a positive 10, we will subtract 10x, not just from one side, but to both. Remember to keep that work nice, neat, and aligned. That way we will not make any senseless errors in work. Top to bottom, left to right. All right, and our 22 will drop down, equals 17x minus 10x. Gives us a 7x, bring down your minus 34. Then step 2 in blue. It won't always be step 2 in blue, but for the first two it is. Add or subtract the constant to both sides. So what number is hanging out with our 7x? Is it 22 on the left side or minus 34 on the right side? Yes, it is that Walter Payton. But this time sweetness is positive, and what we do to one side, we do to the other. Man, a lot of White Sox falling here. There's a Burley for us. 56 equals, bring down our 7x. Negative 34 plus 34, boom. And the dog next door, Cody Bear, decides to bark at us. Thank you from the basement window. Divide by coefficient, all right? So I've kind of shortened these up, but let's divide each side by 7. And 8 equals x. Great start so far. All right, number 3, the solution of the equation. All right, 5, whoa, sitting right outside of our binomial of 3x plus 9. Then we have a minus 9, another binomial of x plus 2 equals 63. And the first thing we will do in pink is distribute. Now, as we get better at this, we will continue to do just distributing in pink. But so we don't make any errors in this first quiz, we'll use 2 different colors. But I'm going to circle the 5. All right, so the number or term right to the left, directly to the left of the binomial here is 5. We're going to take that and we are going to multiply it to 3x. Well, 5 times 3 is 15. Don't forget the x, and then we'll do 5 times 9 if it'll give me a good one. And it might not be neat on the review video, but it will be for your parallel review in class. All right, I'm going to switch die colors here to match. Then we will do another distribute, except we will take this -9, multiply it to x, we will get -9x. Then we will do -9 times 2, we will get -18. Yes, I will split that in half for us, so we have a left and a right side, splitting the equal sign. And then from there, we will just do equals 63, now that we've distributed. All right, so first two out of the way, let's combine like terms. Well, on the left side, we can definitely combine 15x with -9x. And if we do 15 minus 9, what do we get? It is 6x. Great job. Then I'm going to double underline our return Jordan of 45. And I'm going to double underline our -18 because, again, they are like terms. They're just numbers here, constants. 45 minus 18 is, wonderful job, 27. Bring down your equals, bring down your 63. Actually, I'm going to do that in black for the simplify with the combine. All right, I might not follow through with that, but I kind of like it for now. All right, and then we will add or subtract the constant to both sides. And again, we're adding or subtracting the constant because we have a constant that's on the right that's already by itself, right? So we need to get the term with the variable by itself on the other side. Well, the term with the variable is 6x, and it's hanging out with, again, plus 27. We do not want that biscuit with us. We are not the 27 Yankees, so let's go ahead and subtract 27 to both sides, or 6x. Just bring it on down with the flow. Bring down your equals. 63 minus 27 is 36. And our last step again, divide by the coefficient here, which again, the coefficient of x is 6, because 6x means 6 times x, and we're doing the opposite. So yes, we divide, giving us x equals 6, because 6 divided by 6 is 1. And how many x do we see? Just 1. 36 divided by 6 is 6. Thank you. Moving forward to number 4. The sum of, all right, so a little key note here. When you see sum, we are just going to add. And when we're adding, we're simply just combining like terms. All right, so they're in orange. Boom, let's do our zoom. I'm going to underline 11z squared. Now, if we're going to add these two trinomials together, well, 11z squared, what can I combine it with? Wonderful job, that -9z squared. And when we read this from left to right, we get 11 minus 9, giving us a 2z squared. Then I'm going to double underline our -8z. Can I combine that with 18? Sure cannot. We've already used this biscuit. Oh, there's a -5z. Wonderful. So let's go ahead and double underline that for our viewers at home. -8 minus 5, -13z. And then I am going to triple underline our +18. And what can I also triple underline? Great job, the -14. Wonderful work by all. Love that you're contributing. And 18 minus 14 is simply just 4. Go ahead and circle your answer. And for number 5, what is the result of? All right, well, let's take a look. What's in pink? Yes, we will distribute. So let me switch back over here. All right, we're going to distribute the first term in the first binomial. How many wheels are in a bicycle? 2. How many terms are in this first polynomial? 1 and 2. So binomial. All right, so we will take this x, and I'm going to distribute. I'm going to multiply it to 8x. Forgot can't make it super clean on the video. I just have to go with it. All right, now when we multiply polynomials, we are going to multiply the coefficients of the variables, but then we will add the exponents. Now, in case you're just a little uncertain still, right above this x, when there's nobody home, is a 1. And right above there is a 1. We will never see it there, but it's always there. So then when we distribute and we multiply, well, our coefficient of x is 1. 1 times 8 is 8. And if we have an x to the first and an x to the first, yes, again, we won't see them, but 1 plus 1 is 2. And just like Mr. Kintz always says, guys, math does not get more challenging. It just gets a little longer. All right, now we will do our x minus 9. X times negative 9. Oh, there we go. We're back. Okay, wonderful. 1 times negative 9 is simply negative 9. Thank you, class. I will not forget the x. And I'm going to switch back to our second blue for another distribute. And this time we are going to take the 7, so the second term here, and again we will distribute it and multiply to both terms here. Well, 7 times 8 is 56, so I'm going to put a plus 56, and again I will not forget that x. Then we will do 7 times negative 9, giving us negative 63. And step 3, again, combine like terms in orange, which the colors will always align to the exact step, so you build that comfortability. Yes, thank you. You are welcome. Let's go ahead and start to combine. Well, our 8x squared here, can I combine that with anything? Does anything else have an x squared? No, not there, just an x. No, not there, just another x and just a number or a constant there. So we're just going to write 8x squared. Then I'm going to underline twice negative 9x. Oh, yes, I can combine it with plus 56x, giving us wonderful work. Plus 47x. And our negative 63 here, can't combine it with anything. Let's go ahead and drop it down in part of our answer, and let's move forward. For number 6, solve for x, I'm going to give you the clear the fraction method here. All right, so we will multiply all denominators by the greatest denominator, with our greatest denominator number on the bottom being 12, because 12 is greater than 4 and 6. Yes, I think we all know that. Now let's set it up. I'm just going to go ahead and, what am I doing here? I'm just going to put that in parentheses just so I can distribute. 12 times 1 is wonderful, 12. Set it over the original denominator, which is 12. And bring the x down right next to it with it. And again, we're just going to drop our plus here. And then we're going to do 12 times 3, which is great job, the triple dozen, 36. And we're going to set that over the 4. Bring down your equals, and then we'll do 12 times 2, the double dozen, 24. Set that over the 6. Step 2 in gray here will then be to divide each numerator by their denominator. Well, 12 divided by 12 is 1, leaving us 1x. And how many x do we see? Just 1. Then we will do 36 divided by 4, which is 9. Bring down that equals 24 divided by 6 is 4. Now we will add or subtract constant to both sides. And again, am I adding or subtracting the 4 or the 9? Class, great job. The 4 is by itself. We need to get the x by itself. And because that's a plus 9, we will subtract 9, not just from one side, but to both sides. And yes, I'm using a little extra space. Why? Because when I bring that x down, it's already by itself. Set that equal to 4 minus 9, negative 5. Great job, class. Circle your answer. Oh, guess what? Don't even need to do it. All right, let's cruise along to number 7. First step in pink here, we are going to distribute. But let's read it together first. And also, guys, I'll go ahead and give you the left side and right side. All right, we have 6x plus 4. Binomial 5x minus 8 minus 10 equals 21 plus 17x. My goodness, what do we distribute? Is it negative 10? Nope, because you guys already learned that it's the term in front of the parentheses, which is a plus 4. So the 6x, I'm just going to rewrite. Then I'm going to take our 4 and I'm going to multiply it to 5x. Well, 4 times 5 is, great job, 20. Don't forget your x. Then we'll do 4 times negative 8, giving us negative 32. And for the rest, we're just going to rewrite. Minus 10 equals 21 plus 17x. Great job. Step 2 in orange this time. We will combine like terms. 6x plus 20x minus 32 minus 10 equals 21 plus 17x. Well, on this right side, the 21 we cannot combine with 17x. So we're good over there. But let's take a look at this left side. I'm going to underline my 6x. What can I combine it with? Great job, class. 20x. Yes, I am born on the 26th with another 26 in the family and a 26 for the kids. So we do have a 26x. Wonderful job. I'm going to double underline the negative 32. And the reason I do this is just so you can see that, yes, we will combine with the other double underline, the negative 10. Negative 32 minus 10 is minus 42. Bring down the equals, bring down your 21 plus 17x, and we will continue to move along. Add or subtract term with variable to both sides. And again, the term with the variable on the left side is 26x. The one on the right side, 17x. What has less value, 26 or 17? We know it's 17, and since that's a positive 17, to get rid of it, we need to do a negative 17x to not just one side, but to both sides. We'll draw our line across. 26x minus 7x gives us the Olympic Jordan, 9x. Bring down your minus 42 equals 21. 17x minus 17x will be our cancel. We will add or subtract constant to both sides. And again, what's hanging out with the term with the variable? Here, number by itself. Over here, term with the variable needs to be, yes, by itself. 9x minus 42. Wonderful. It's a minus 42. Oh, okay. So I should add 42 to both sides, guys? Exactly. Wonderful work. Your 9x comes down. Get rid of that biscuit. Bring down your equals. 21 plus 42, 63. Our last step in green, divide by the coefficient, the number in front of the letter, which is 9. X equals 7. Let's call that one a session and move to number 8. What is the result of? Solve by, okay, number 1, we will subtract like terms. So I'm going to give you both variations here. Due to this minus here, we're not going to be adding or combining both terms, like terms. So I just wrote subtract like terms. Correct me if I'm mathematically incorrect with my terminology, please. Thank you. But I will show you the double variation. So this 8x squared, all right, if we do minus, 14x squared gives us negative 6x squared. Then I'm going to double underline negative 10x, and I'll do negative 10x minus 21x. Will give us negative 31x, and I'm going to triple underline our 7, and then again do minus negative 12. Oh, so minus negative. Whoa, that becomes a positive. So 7 minus negative 12 will give us 19. Let's circle that answer. Let's try the second route and see if we get the same one. All right, so solve by number 2, distribute negative to flip signs. Now, I just wrote that in there because we did this in class, right? We know now negative 1 times everything is just going to change the sign. So this 14x squared becomes negative 14x squared. This 21x becomes negative 21x. And this negative 12 becomes, yes, positive 12. All right, so now that we've done that, I'm just going to go ahead and won't need that anymore. So now we will simply combine the like terms. 8x squared minus 14x squared gives us negative 6x squared. Negative 10x minus 21x gives us negative 31x. And 7 plus 12 gives us 19. So depending on your comfortability level, you can work either one of those routes. Does not matter, but please feel free to choose whatever works best. Yes, for you. Number 9, what is the product? When this product here, we see the product, we will multiply. All right, so we're going to do a little distributing here. We're going to take our first term in the first polynomial or binomial and multiply it to each term in the trinomial. Yes, tricycle has 3 wheels. All right, so 4x times 7x squared. Well, 4 times 7 is 28. Oh my goodness, did I really hear x squared? Hold on, let me fill it in. 1 plus 2, great job, guys. X cubed or x to the third power, wonderful work. I know my jokes are soft, I'm not that cool. And again, I'll put the 1 there just in case you're still learning, but 4 times negative 8 is negative 32. 1 plus 1 is, yep, there we go, 2x squared. Then we will do 4x times 5, giving us 4 times 5, which is 20. And then we will have just the 1x. I'm going to switch colors really quick to distribute the second term in binomial number 1, which is 6. And this time I'll go under the C. 6 times 7 is, yes, great job, 42. Don't forget your x squared. Then we'll do 6 times negative 8x. Well, 6 times negative 8's negative 48. Don't forget your x. And then we'll do 6 times 5, which is 30. From there, we will combine like terms. All right, so our 28x cubed, anything else to the third power? I don't think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm just going to go ahead and write that. Thank you. I will double underline our negative 32x squared. What can we combine that with? Oh my goodness, you guys are incredible. 42x squared. Negative 32 plus 42 is going to give us a positive 10. Do not forget your x squared. All right, I'm going to go ahead and circle the 20x. What else can I circle? Great work, negative 48x. So 20 minus 48 is going to be negative 28. Don't forget your x. And guys, we're not adding or subtracting the exponents. When we combine like terms, they just stay the same. And our 30 here, our box, can we combine it with anything? No, we cannot. We'll drop down our plus 30, circle your answer. And for number 10, given the rectangle below, it wants us to find the perimeter. The perimeter, all right, this is just telling us to add all sides. Wonderful. So we're basically just combining like terms. That's all we're doing. I'm going to highlight the 3x, or the 6x, the 3x, and the 6x. And I'm going to do 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. Don't forget your x. And then I'm going to cruiser on with this highlighter here. All right, those are all just numbers by themselves. Negative 7 plus 8 is 1. 1 minus 7 is negative 6. Negative 6 plus 8 is 2. Oh, I did it again there. So let me do plus 2. And circle your answer there. Oh my, we have to find the area too. You're kidding me. Well, let's just set this biscuit up to do so. All right, so our area, we will multiply length times width. All right, I don't care if you take 1 from the left and right and start there, or 1 from the top or bottom and stop there, because we have a length and a width, or a length and a width, whatever you feel comfortable with. All right, let's do 3x minus 7 and 6x plus 8 for our setup. I will switch colors. Yes, you know me. I am a mad man. I'm going to circle the 3x, and I will distribute that. Multiply to both terms. 3x times 6x. Well, 3 times 6 is 18. Don't forget your x squared. 3x times 8 is, wonderful job, 24x. We're going to convert back into that other blue here, that like aqua color. We'll take our negative 7 times 6x is negative 42x, and then negative 7 times 8 is negative 56. From here, we will combine like terms, everything we've been doing so far. 18x squared, can I combine it with anything? I don't see another x squared. I'm just going to set it and forget it. Easy bake oven. I'm going to underline our 24x and double underline our minus 42x. As I double underline both because they are like terms. They share the same variable x. 24 minus 42 minus 18x. And our minus 56 or negative 56 cannot combine it with anything. I'm going to circle it. We're going to call it a review. Dominate, crush, let's absolutely destroy this first monster. Let's go.